Some actors just can't seem to break away from the iconic role that made them big. Chris Hemsworth, on the other hand, seems to have no problem at all with unleashing movie after movie. The Thor star has all kinds of action roles to his name, so let's check out his impressive career. Did you know that Hemsworth was part of the Star Trek franchise before the MCU came knocking on his door? Unfortunately, his character, Captain Kirk's dad, only lasted one scene before dying. Although getting killed off way before the movie ends isn't usually seen as a great career move, Chris did it again in the horror comedy Cabin in the Woods. All this action, though, was just a warm-up for the superhero team flick The Avengers. In order to maintain the muscular physique he'd built up for his first Thor movie, Chris had to eat a lot. And by a lot, we mean every day he had to consume 1 gram of protein per pound of his body weight. Hungry for a more down-to-earth role, Hemsworth next took a seat in a race car, portraying the real-life ladies' man and Formula One driver James Hunt in Rush, the true story of the famous rivalry between Hunt and Niki Lauda back in the 70s. Several years later, Chris reunited with Rush director Ron Howard for the shipwreck drama In the Heart of the Sea, based on true events that later inspired the novel Moby Dick. The cast members had to basically starve themselves to look like real castaways.
It was kind of obviously essential for us to, do justice to this story and what these men went through, that we, were to experience it in some small way. And, not a whole lot of acting required for the end of the movie because we felt as desperate as we kind of needed to be, I think.
Then, after doing a couple more Marvel movies, Hemsworth had to slim down again for his part in the crime mystery Bad Times at the El Royale, in which his character was loosely based on infamous psycho Charles Manson. Chris has also made his fair share of Army-themed movies. In Red Dawn, the actor led a pack of teenagers trying to save their town from an invasion by North Korean soldiers. In 12 Strong, about a mission behind enemy lines in Afghanistan, but his coolest action flick must be Extraction, which stars Hemsworth as a Black Ops mercenary trying to rescue a drug lord's kidnapped son in Bangladesh. More violence for Chris has been witnessed in the sci-fi flick Spiderhead and the dystopian epic Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, in which he embodied the psychotic Dr. Dementus. Plus, what we all thought would be his last performance as Thor in the epic finale Avengers Endgame was actually not the end, as Chris reprised the role in Love and Thunder, which introduced the world to a female Thor, played by
Natalie Portman.
Chris Hemsworth really brings the thunder in everything he does, from the biggest blockbusters to gory slasher flicks to real-life stories, even venturing on an epic mission to discover how to live better longer with the show Limitless.